Alright, so I'm going to, well, today is Thursday, 3 in the morning. I haven't quite 100% decided whether I'm going to Lone Star Drift or not or whatever. But anyhow, if I do, I need to do a couple things with the car. The forecast, it was showing Saturday and Sunday, like 80% chance of rain in, so that's the only reason I may not decide to go. But like I said, haven't decided yet. But if I do that, I need windshield wipers, so I didn't have those hooked up the last event. I mean, they're wired, they turn on and stuff with the switch, but so I need to hook those up. Just threw it on the lift just so I could kind of double check everything underneath it. Make sure nothing's leaking, nothing's loose, make sure all my suspension arms are nice and tight. I like to do that before every event, make sure everything's good to go. I mean, as far as the engine and the tranny and the everything, I don't need to like do anything. I modified my angle a little bit before the last event. I changed the knuckles on it. I didn't go too in depth on that just because it was just kind of a bunch of randomness, and I didn't want to them to not work out and then be like, oh, look at these shitty knuckles. But they seem like they work pretty good. I tried to take some of the Ackerman out, so my it looks a little bit better. But yeah. So if I do go, he has some tires down there. He was probably going to sell me. So I'm going to, try to dismount some of my bullshit, hopefully, and then mount some of his stuff down there. Or I might not have to do much just because the rain. If it rains all weekend, then I might not go through many tires at all. But, yeah, so hopefully, still deciding. If I do, I need to make sure this thing's ready tonight, really. So that tomorrow I was going to pack the bearings and stuff on my trailer. I haven't decided if I'm going to pull off the wheels and tires on my truck. The only reason I don't like those ones, they get shitty mileage towing, and you got to listen to them damn tires the whole way down there. And I'm kind of getting to that stage of my life where I'm like, I don't really like listening to mud terrains, hum on the highway for 600 miles, and so yeah, I might put my stock setup my ugly toe setup that I usually throw on there. So that's kind of the options for now. So I'm gonna start messing with this thing.
We make the streams louder.
Alright, so as you guys have seen Jesse's 1jz S13 Coupe on here for a little while. So yeah, anyhow, finally it's time for paint. So it's in the shop now, getting ready to I want to pull off all the shit and kind of bodywork a few things, sand it down, get it all ready to spray. Got to pull off the rear bumper and the tail lights and pretty much everything to get it ready. He got this Durflex kit on it, and you got the fenders and everything too? Mm-hmm. They're like 30 mil over front fenders, and then he has, what are these in the back, like 20s? Or 30s or something?
30 Origins is what Wes said.
Yeah, so, but yeah, so I got a little bit of fiberglass repair to do on that. Fix those up a little bit. These are actually my old wheels. So I finally get those back. The front fender is kind of dick, but it's nice I don't have to do anything with those. His hood's smashed up, so I had an extra one. So he got that one, and then needs a hood hinge and shit. But when's the first event you're gonna drift, bud?
2 weeks from now, dude.
Am I gonna have it painted or no?
Oh yeah, dude.
What if I don't?
I don't believe that.
What if I start messing with that thing instead?
You drift car in like a day.
No, I gotta repaint mine first, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
So we can come out hard, dude.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll show you guys the color that we're gonna do it here in a little bit. But just thought I'd give you kind of a little before thing. His pig nose originally, this is my old bash bar that I kind of got. We just threw it on there before an event. He has this other one, the Drift Armor single one that should fit behind this whole bumper. So we got front bumper, skirts, the rear bumper, and then the fenders. So I'm gonna I guess just get started on this son of a bitch. So yeah, this is about where I'm leaving it for now. Pretty much did the body work and stuff right there. Took the wing and stuff off it right here. Had a little kind of wave right there, you know, where you had the thing, so kind of filled in that stuff. Did a little thing right here. There's a little something right here. It looked like this piece is actually pushed out just a tad, but it would look a lot better than it did. A few little other spots. Then up here as well, there was kind of a little kind of crinkle in it, and then he ran a bolt basically all the way up through there, and it pushed this thing out, so I just hammered it down and kind of filled that. But yeah, so the whole car sanded with pretty much 180 grit. I'm gonna go ahead and hit it with a high build 2-part primer. Let that sit for a day. I'm gonna do that tomorrow night. But then I should be able to sand it the next day and then go ahead and spray it. This should turn out pretty good. You know, kind of one of the things I hate about, you know, like working on like your friend's stuff or like cheap, you know, is like you kind of have, there's like this, you know, like equation of like money versus time versus is it worth it, but then it's like, you know, like it, you know, he's perfectly fine with a cheap paint job on this, and he just wants it one color, and you know, but me on the other hand, I'm like, well shit, you know, I don't want to, you know, just kind of spray this thing real quick. Like I want it to be nice because I'm putting my name on it. So I always kind of run into that issue, you know, and because I don't like doing shitty work, and you know, it just kind of gets to the point to where you kind of have to draw a line and say, hey, you know, this is what I'm gonna do, you know, even though I'll probably end up going over it and doing nicer shit, but yeah, so this should turn out pretty good. Still got that crazy ass fitment in the front, but I absolutely hate this Duraflex shit. It like when you sand it, it just like clogs the shit out of the paper. You can't really see it, but I mean, just the coating that they put on this stuff is just kind of odd, and you know, it's not. I mean, you can see all the little, if it'll focus, the stupid light above me is shitting, so it probably won't do nothing. But yeah, so. All right, so I'm well, it's day basically 2 of getting this thing ready to spray. So I'm gonna get it primered tonight eventually. It is Monday morning at like 2:36. So I'm gonna try to get it all primed and, you know, and everything by about 5, which, you know, that probably won't work out because masking this thing's gonna take longer and stuff like that. But yeah, so what I'm doing right now is basically just scuffing these panels. Like I was kind of bitching about a little bit ago, this coating that they put on here, maybe we could actually get it to focus real good. I mean, you could see where the 180 grit sandpaper just like glides over the top of it and is just pissed as shit about it. So what I have right here is a little a gray Scotch-Brite, which is the fine, and then this Scuff and Clean. And so this is kind of like a prep. It's an abrasive paste that removes wax, grease, and road grime from painted or plastic substrates. So yeah, anyhow, that's really good if, you know, let's say you're gonna re-clear something, you know, you're gonna blend up into like a bedside and you do body work on most of it, and then you want to re-clear the rest of it, you know, and blend into it. That's really good to do that with, you know, for the rest of the thing where you didn't do body work and you're just gonna clear or paint, because it just kind of scuffs it up. It gets down in the, you know, like the little ridges and stuff of like the orange peel. So like I said, right here you can kind of see where the sandpaper is just gliding over the top of it, you know, and because it just like clogs up the sandpaper, and then you could kind of see over here, that stuff, it just kind of gets in there a little bit better, and it doesn't clog up shit because I'm basically kind of wet scuffing it. So I've already kind of wiped these off a little bit, and definitely gonna do a final wipe. You could see kind of all that crap right there, but with this whole Duraflex situation, I mean, I'm not super pumped about Duraflex stuff. I mean, if you really spent some time on this kit, you know, with you know, high build primer and tons of sanding and little, you know, touch up stuff here and there. Like right there was some you know, big holes or some like little imperfections, some of which is to be expected. I mean, especially for the price on these things. I think this whole kit was like $500. But I mean, you get what you pay for. Just like the hood on my S14 on my drift car, that thing it pisses me off. I hate it. Looking at it, and like this same goes for this stuff, you know, working with it. And you know, as far as, I mean, it's just really hard to be proud of painting these things, because I mean, you would have to spend your whole life, you know, the whole next week of my life would be prepping these damn things. You know, not that excessive, but I mean, it would just be more time than what it would be worth to paint these things, especially going on a drift car. You know, and he, like I said, he's planning on thrashing that thing, so not going super crazy with it, but yeah. So I just figured I'd kind of show you guys where I'm at, and I'm gonna continue. So get it all primed. Only did a little bit of the time lapse, but looks decent. You know, I mean, pretty much everything, no matter how shitty it is, it looks decent in primer. So this looks decent in primer. Yeah, there's a bunch of little things right here. You know, there's a pinhole. You can see a bunch of little imperfections. You know, just in basically the Duraflex, how they come out of the molds and everything. But and you can tell they kind of do a little bit of their own body work and shit to them on certain spots. But there's like one little spot right there, I missed that, so I'm gonna have to fill that in. But overall, they should turn out all right. I got, you know, I went ahead and I moved these guys back in here so I don't get them all oversprayed. I decided I'm not gonna overspray the S14 this year, and being a lazy dick. But so this, I mean, you can kind of see the outline of the thing, but which I'll put some actual light on it in the sunlight. Oh, but yeah, so that's kind of really hard to probably grasp the color of it. But you could see all the pearl and the flake and the shit in it. I'm actually really scared to paint it. You can see there's like stages right there. You know, there's like kind of dark, and then it slowly goes to light, and then it says PPG right there. So that's like 7 coats of just kind of light little coats on it. So I'm kind of concerned about actually spraying that, you know, just because it's so light. And I don't know if I'm gonna run out of paint. This gallon right there is about that. So I basically have 3/4 of a gallon, which would be about a gallon and a half sprayable, because you reduce it 1 to 1. But so I think this thing will look crazy in that color. I just wish I had some more time to actually do the body work a little bit better on it. But yeah, it kind of looks weird in this light. It almost looks like I don't know. It's just weird. It's definitely a different color. It's basically a mismatch or a mistint. Somebody wanted to make something and they kind of made it like that, and it wasn't what they wanted. But yeah, so that pretty much wraps up this week. Sorry I didn't go down to Texas and drift. I did a few little things to it. I was prepping it. I got it up on the lift and I tightened the nuts and bolts and stuff. And I installed my mirror and windshield wipers and then a little jack point in it. But yeah, I didn't end up going down there. Basically, the reason was it was gonna rain. It showed like 60% on Saturday and then 80% on Sunday. And they do like practice on Saturday and then the comp on Sunday, which it ended up. I don't think it rained on Saturday, but I think it did rain quite a bit on Sunday. So I still wish, you know, I would have went down there, but I kind of have a bunch of shit I needed to get done here, especially this. I told them I'd have it done by the 1st. What day is it? I think it's the 18th. But told them I'd have it done by the 1st for the first Colorado event, which happens to be the same event as the Pro-Am in Vegas, which I'm pretty sure I'm going out to that one. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. I did actually get my stickers. So everybody who ordered the Motion Auto TV stickers, I'll try to get those out by Wednesday. And if you guys want to go ahead and order, I'll go ahead and put the link to the Big Cartel website. Basically, it's just the Motion Auto TV stickers. You know, silver ones like that. I have the you know, green ones, and then a little bit bigger one, and I don't know what the hell I did with the box, but they're around here. I didn't lose these ones this time. I pretty much lost the last ones, and that's why I didn't ship them out. Oh, actually, here, look. I have some of these good. Yeah, look, there's my stickers. So you got silver ones, green ones, and then black ones of the 3-inch, and then the same thing with the 6-inch. So the green, silver, and black. So yeah, those are on the Motion Auto TV Big Cartel. So if you guys want to kind of help support the channel and the projects and stuff, feel free to do that. Let me know if you guys would be interested in t-shirts. I'm pretty much just dicking the shit out of this one, doing bodywork and stuff in it. But if you guys are actually interested in a t-shirt similar to this, or you know, like this with Motion Auto TV logo and something else on it, let me know. I was thinking about having some of those printed and stuff, and actually shipping them out myself instead of doing the whole Teespring thing. But yeah, it's like 6:50 in the morning, so I'm gonna go home, edit, and get this thing uploading, and yeah, you guys will see this thing in whatever color we end up doing. I might try to convince him out of that color, just because it's like almost too baller, like too much of a pain in the ass to paint. But yeah, until next Monday or Wednesday or whatever. Thanks for watching.